Hello, welcome on into the Steamy Streamers. Today I'm going to be taking a look at a classic Dragon Ball, the Ocean dub. I started watching Dragon Ball Z when I was like 7, and this was the version. This was the version I think a lot of us saw on Cartoon Network back in like the late 90s, early 90s. I haven't looked at this since I was a wee chap. So we're going to be watching on a PS2 just for classic reasons. You know, OG hardware with an OG disc, and I want to check out the Ocean dub for the first time in about, I'd say, 25 years. I know the Funimation dub pretty properly, so I'm looking forward to checking it on in. Come join us on this adventure of whatever this is, of watching some original Ocean dub Dragon Ball Z, ladies and gentlemen. Slap it on in. The nostalgia. I hope this works. That's
first. There was Dragon Ball. An epic tale that told of 7 magic balls.
Dude, I don't remember this at all.
Together, summon the eternal dragon, who arises from his subterranean lair.
Subterranean?
Ageless power to grant whoever summoned him a single wish.
Dude, I love the way this DVD has a VHS quality through a PS2.
When the wish has been granted, the dragon returns to his eternal slumber, and the Dragon Balls are scattered over the face of the earth once more. It was here.
Our boy Goku!
A pure and innocent boy with a
So,
tail.
the question I have as well, is there any of the Ocean dub, if anyone knows, any of the Ocean dub actors carried over to Funimation, or was it a completely different crew? I know the main characters were different. I know there's Brian Drummond who played Vegeta and stuff like that. My eyes! Okay, this is...
Now, Goku is a man.
I believe he's a Saiyan. Shit, man, this is I'm gonna have to put a screen warning for our eyes on this. What the fuck is this?
Dragon Ball Z.
Fuck! It's like a fucking rape. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to put like a potential seizure warning for this. Oh! Doesn't get better. Let me turn it up. Dragon. Dude, this intro is deeply rooted in my little childhood heart. I will argue, I don't know if this is part of the Bruce Falconer score, but I would say that I prefer the music because it's what I grew up on. I know that's not okay to say to Dragon Ball fans, but the Bruce Falconer score for me, all day, every day. I do think the Ocean dub is probably a different score again. I'm sure the Funimation's the Bruce Falconer and this is different. I remember there being really weird, ominous Namek music. But this intro theme song I'm pretty sure was in the Funimation dub as well, right? I don't know, you're going to have to educate me as I go along. Also, seeing Super Saiyans this early on is very confusing. I remember thinking as a kid, like, who's that? Like, why is Trunks here? Oh, fuck. Dude, this guy was just living his dream.
Ooh-wee. This job's bigger than I thought.
Oh, that music is seared into my brain, even though I haven't heard it for the longest time. So as far as I remember, the Ocean dub, from my memory of growing up as a kid, so I started watching this when I was like 7, I'm 31 now. So I remember there being the Ocean... The Arrival, man! This is fucking graphic designing at its finest. Dude, they're hot, man. I remember being this dub up to like... Well, I remember the whole dub playing to a certain capacity. I remember even the Boo Saga having some Ocean dub. But I remember specifically it was around Namek that the Cartoon Network or Toonami flip over to it. I just remember specifically Goku's voice changing the day he fought Frieza. And I would love to get some history if people know when that change happened. Because it felt like simultaneously there was 2 versions running in my brain. Fucking Raditz. Look at those thick thighs save lives. Man, Raditz. The music. I also feel like he was so underutilized. Like Goku's brother, just gone. Seems like an important character. Also, what does the Super Saiyan 3 Raditz look like?
So the creatures on this planet are still alive.
Sounds okay.
Kakarot has failed us.
You're on my property.
Is that so?
Raditz sounds great. That's not Brian Drummond as well, is it?
Puny, level 5. Too bad.
Don't you come any closer. Look, I'll use this thing.
And if I'm not mistaken,
Here, catch.
what was his move again? Like, look at the birdie. Gee, this is very nostalgic.
What a fragile breed of people.
I think his voice is pretty good.
There's a high power level over there. It must be Kakarot.
I'm pretty sure these are like
Prepare yourself.
the way it's so badly cropped for widescreen as well in these old DVDs. Like you're missing so much of the actual art. Majestic.
Gohan, it's time to come in.
The monkey man himself. So I remember, I think the first episode I've ever saw Dragon Ball. And what was the voice actor for Goku in the Ocean dub?
Hey, Gohan!
Hey, Gohan!
Do you think
Slay! The first episode I ever watched was definitely when Piccolo was training Gohan, and Gohan, you know, when he had a punch in his eye, and it was like the most like floppy eyelid of all time.
I don't know. But you better go and find him because you two are supposed to be at Master Roshi's pretty soon.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You better take the flying
I think it
Nimbus.
works.
You don't want to be late for your
Now, it's already in my
reunion.
brain, so I'm
bye,
very
Chi-Chi.
curious if people are watching this for the first time, this Ocean dub as opposed to Funimation. Does it hurt your ears hearing these characters? Because I have a memory of them. Oh, here, I think Piccolo's by Ed McMahon. Might have that wrong. Cross-eyed a little bit.
Can't be. I've never felt such power.
I think that's a good voice as well.
It can't be Goku. No, it's too horrible.
So cool, man.
Excuse me for dropping in. I'm trying to find a man named Kakarot.
I
I thought you were him.
feel like their voices are like, how are we all doing?
Get glasses for both.
You want to
your
get
eyes.
fucked?
You are a very funny man.
Yeah, I wouldn't count on that.
I like Piccolo's
Now
voice.
pee off.
Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you?
It's like a bit of sexual tension.
322. I can tell that you're not from this planet.
When power levels were scalable and kind of meant something. I know a lot of people say that power levels ruin the show, but I mean,
Now listen to
I think you
me.
gotta understand when you're a
can't
kid
hear.
watching it, it's
No
like very
interest in starting
exciting
a
to
fight.
have the comparison.
I do.
I know people say it ruins the fighting aspect, but if you have a higher power level, it means you're faster and stronger, you're gonna lose, rather than having a technique like you would have had in Dragon Ball. Also, like, I didn't mind the new Dragon Ball Super movie, superhero,
Goodness.
but I mean
You've
hand-drawn,
managed to singe
like
some
all
of my
day,
leg
every day.
hairs. Allow me to demonstrate a more effective attack. I call this one here, keep your eyes
Yeah!
on the birdie.
Keep your eyes on the birdie,
Now,
baby.
Keep your eyes on the birdie. I sense a stronger power. That must be him.
This guy could be a problem.
I would say so. In fact, I know he is.
Rod. I can still remember the day when we first sent you. to
I
this
do
planet
find it
as a
quite annoying how like cropped it is.
hopes for you then, Kakarot.
Those color palettes as well that you get in Dragon Ball. And like, I wish I knew more. I watch, you know, like, big fan of like Anime AJ and Totally Not American stuff like that. That go into, you know, the different artists and different color palettes that they use. But those type of ones where it's like inverted, or, you know, different lighting with different key blasts and stuff like that is super beautiful. I would argue, because you know the way Gohan's voice in the Funimation dub as young Gohan and teen Gohan was Goku's younger voice actor. I love that. I love that voice. It's like the same way Ash Ketchum's original one was a female actress. I think Trunks's and Gohan's was. I don't know what they changed it to.
It sure has been a long time, hasn't it?
In the Funimation one, or was it for Kai? But I definitely couldn't get used to it. I like the gravelly kid voice.
I guess you forgot about my truffles.
I guess you got them down diddling on my fiddle. Bulma, you snack.
Goodness, you're gonna spoil this old man.
Roshi is a bit of the has a bit of the like classical just I'm doing an old voice. I think even my Roshi probably sounds more like Roshi.
So, what's Yamcha been up to nowadays, Bulma?
Oh wow, Krillin.
Oh, that idiot! He's playing baseball for one of the pro teams in the city, but he made me so mad that I didn't even tell him we were going to be here today.
I like Bulma as well. I mean, who doesn't? But
Breaking up is hard to do.
Krillin and Roshi I'm not so sure about, but so far the voice acting. Like, so if you watch the early Funimation stuff before they redubbed it for Kai and stuff,
Krillin, leave me some. Hey,
I don't know even if it's this good. Do you know what I mean? Like, from a pure
Power moves with great
cadence, like from just a voice acting point of view.
here we are, Gohan. Hey, is anyone home?
Goku!
Hey,
Hi.
Hey, who's the kid?
Goku babysitting? Well, I'll be darned.
He's my son. Pretty wild, huh?
Wow.
Oh, Goku, he's adorable.
One thing I hate as well about not that I like Super, but one thing I really dislike is how they treated like Goku's character.
This is Gohan.
Do you know what I mean? Where it's like, Goku hasn't even ever kissed a woman before, and he's a complete idiot. Do you know, like obviously he's happy-go-lucky, but the idea of him like towards the end of Z,
5.5. Are you gonna be
at
a
the end of
brave
Z,
fighter like
his
your
character
dad?
is very much so
Chi-Chi doesn't let him
serious. You know, he
train.
wants to save the world if it needs saving. You know, he's
No
willing to
martial
take
arts, huh?
risks to do what he
What
has
do
to.
you
But in
wanna be
Super,
when
he's
you
like,
grow
I
up,
want to
Gohan?
bring trouble, and I just don't care. I just like the fight. Which he always likes the fight. I get that, but like I like the fact.
He's just saying
He grew
hi,
up.
Gohan.
And then they made him like
Yeah.
regress again in
He
Super, which
born
was
with it, just like
annoying
me.
for the character development
I think he wants you to pet him, Gohan.
because everyone talks about the character
Oh,
development
man.
in
Goku, has anything strange
for
ever happened
Vegeta,
to Gohan
and I think
at
Goku
night?
actually has a semi-decent one
What
by
do
the
you
end
mean?
of Z. You know,
She means
he's more
that
reflective.
Gohan ever looked
He
at
thinks
the moon
about
at
things.
night
Even
when
after
it's
Cell, he's
full,
like, maybe I
don't
shouldn't
think
come
so.
back.
No, we all go to bed pretty early. Huh? Why? Why you say? Oh, no particular reason. I was just monkeying around.
He's a lot different than you were when you were a kid, Goku.
I know. Chi-Chi's pretty protective of
The
Gohan.
disappointment.
She makes him study all the time, and she
Fuck's
says
sake.
that martial arts are a waste of energy.
Oh, yeah? Well, what does that make us then?
Huh? Now, settle down, boys. You can't expect
Now,
everyone
now.
to agree with what you're doing. It will be all too easy then.
Dude, how fucking dope would it be to play rock paper scissors with a crab?
Oh, watch out. He might pinch you, Gohan. That crab's a sore loser.
Oh, how neat. That's a real Dragon Ball on
I
your
found it
hat,
very easy
isn't
so
it?
far
Yeah,
to like
it was my
acclimatize my like
I've been
ears to
collecting
this.
them for fun. Gohan wants to see the dragon, but he'll have to give his up.
Wow, it's wild to think of all the things that we went through together trying to find those Dragon Balls.
Yeah, really. Hey, Goku. So what are you guys gonna wish for when you get them all?
I don't know, Krillin. That's a good
That's
question.
such a fucking cool shot as
Come
well.
to think of it, I don't really want anything.
And that's a very cool little comparison, just in a shot of an example.
Goku had less power now that he's settled down.
He pulled a Gohan.
That dude, Goku.
But I like that. I like that as a visual representation. You know, that's why I think as well. I should probably learn to start pausing this. Sorry, I'm very new to this. I think as well, it's interesting that like I think that's why people were annoyed with power scaling as well, because it became like, you know, if you can storyboard something like that that's showing a difference, do you know what I mean? Like that kind of makes more sense than putting a number on it, which is like a plot device.
For us.
What? Are you sure, Goku?
I'm positive. I never felt a power like this before.
I feel it now, too.
There's nothing there, you guys.
Huh? What is it? I've never felt anything this powerful. And it's a horrible power, too. I'm trembling. Impossible.
There! Oh, I see it, Goku!
It can't be Piccolo.
Oh, this isn't good.
Also the Saiyan armor with the big cock flap.
So we meet again at last.
It makes sense.
You've grown up, huh? I recognize you though, Kakarot.
Kakarot?
That's right. That's your name.
Huh?
Goodness.
I'm invested
Who is this? I guess
already.
he's nuts.
Do you know what I mean?
What have you been doing here all these years? Your mission was to terminate all life forms on this planet. So, why haven't you carried it out?
Also, I think, like, isn't it kind of weird? Like, how old is Goku here? Do you know what I mean? Like, is he 20-something? Like, I find the power scaling, like, a bit annoying too, how quickly it jumps. Like, I love Super Saiyan. Super Saiyan 2 is fine. I really love the design of 3. I think 3... I also think it's so important that those transformations represent something about them. That's why I kind of like what's happening in the Super manga. I actually way prefer the manga. The way Vegeta kind of has his own, you know, path and Goku has his own path. And I think, like, Super Saiyan 3 is such a good Goku form because he's all about, like, putting pressure. Kaioken was the same, right? It goes with his personality. He's like, I'm going to go all out. I can only do this for a little while. It puts a strain on my body. I like that. I feel like the Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan God, like all that stuff just kind of really went way too crazy. I was happy with the Super Saiyan stuff. But I think the way he's like, well, he's 20 here, now he's 50, and he's like literally 1 billion times stronger than he was here. You know what I mean? It kind of doesn't really make sense.
Listen, mister, I don't know who you are, but I think you've got the wrong party. Shoo! I think you've been dipping into the eggnog. Allow me to show you off the island. Krillin, watch out!
The tail glows? I don't remember that. Okay.
Krillin!
That's part of a Dragon Ball quiz for you. Also, Krillin count owned.
Tail? He's got a tail too!
So you know who I am at last.
What are you talking about? I've never seen you before.
Gohan! No!
Gohan, get back!
Hey, tell me, did you ever suffer a serious blow to the head? when
Dude,
you
I
were
think
young?
I would be happy
What?
When you were a kid,
if they had
did
to
you ever-
reprise their roles if anything comes back. And now I know there's the Brian Drummond scene on Namek that I'll be very much so looking forward to.
Yes.
Vegeta in general.
I don't remember it very well, but I did hit my head when I was a child. I still have a scar where it happened.
You fool, you forgot.
I forgot what? Tell me!
Goku,
Huh?
there's something your grandfather told me that I think you should know. A long time ago,
You
your
were born
grandfather
with 3
found a
penises.
spaceship in the woods, and there you were, lying right there in a little round pod.
Hang on. Hang on. That was definitely, I don't know if I can rewind in this easy, but that was definitely a superimposed fucking loincloth on his 3 penises.
You were wild, downright uncontrollable, and unusually powerful for a baby.
The water, man! Okay, I was told when I bought this as a kid, right? Fun little side story. I went into our local weeb shop when I was younger, and we only had one. It was the first shop we had when I was about maybe 10. Like, we had never had anything remotely like it before. And I remember him telling me, like, he was trying to tell my dad not to get me this because it was the uncut compared to the TV version. And I would like to clarify, person who sold me this, that it's very clearly not uncut. Do you see that water splash? Do you see his, I'm pretty sure it says uncut somewhere on this box, and there's fucking a load of horse eyes anyway. Anyway, sorry.
Into a ravine and badly injured your head. But you recovered.
Into a ravine, injured your head.
You became a happy, loving boy.
A happy, loving boy.
I'm from outer space?
Yes.
All right, who are you? What do you want from me?
He got over that pretty quickly.
I want to put you to work.
Hey, Krillin, are you all right?
Be careful, Goku. He's not normal.
You're not normal either, my forgetful friend. Huh? You were born on the planet Vegeta. You are a space fighter, a Saiyan warrior, just like me.
Goku.
Allow me to introduce myself.
If I was any good at editing, I would do my own.
Your big brother.
Goku has a brother?
I really like the music.
He looks like you.
Very
Why should I
nostalgic for
believe
me.
you?
Yeah, that's right. Why does Goku live on Earth if he's from another planet?
That's simple. We had important clients who were in desperate need of a planet like this one.
You
So
gotta
Kakarot
admit,
was sent to get it ready for takeover.
coming from Dragon Ball
You
and coming
see,
up with this
we
twist
Saiyans are
at the
sort
start of
like
Z.
planet
Like, I never watched Dragon Ball as a kid because this was the first thing I saw. So this was just what I thought the story started with.
and send our warriors there
But,
to
like, this is
purge them of
quite
any
the
life
fucking
and make them
twist.
ready for sale.
Like, a huge... when you think about it... Imagine reading all the manga Dragon Ball and finding out Goku was an alien who was sent to destroy Earth. Like, that's fucking insane.
One of our babies is sufficient to carry out the order. Kakarot was sent to clean up this planet, but he obviously forgot his mission.
If what you say is true, you Saiyans are an abomination.
Also, I feel like Krillin should
You're
always have a
space
missing tooth.
pirates, that's what you are.
How can you send little babies off into space by themselves?
Gohan's like, I love the boob, baby.
Kakarot, with
My
the
man,
help of the full
Gohan.
moon, you could have destroyed them all in a few years if you only had remembered.
What's a full moon got to do with it?
What happened to your tail, Kakarot?
My tail? Why?
Answer me now!
It was removed for good a long time ago.
You fool.
Unless you watch, like, Dragon Ball GT or
Your
something
true
like that.
power is
I never really
gone
understood
now.
how a tail grows
You
back.
lost your ability
Why
to
it doesn't.
transform at the full moon.
Like, I
Now
really...
see how you
Sorry, no. I really think the thing I loved about GT, besides the last episode, which is like the perfect finisher to any Dragon Ball thing ever, the rest of the series not so great. But what's the story with the tails growing back? Is it like your baby teeth? Do you get one more? Did you get one more round of them? And I think it would have been far more interesting if they took a route. Now, I don't like Dragon Ball GT as a whole. There's stuff I like. I love Goten in it. I like what they did with his character. But I think as a whole, like, what is the story? Like, it would have been nice if they did something with being a Saiyan again. Like, I feel like the Super Saiyan God stuff is, like, just changing the color palette of the hair just doesn't feel good. Same way I don't like, and I know a lot of people would disagree with me, I don't like Gohan and Piccolo's new transformation in the superhero movie because it all comes from, like, foreshadowing something, training to it, coming under pressure, and then achieving, like, a new goal or form based on something around the character's, you know, personality or what's going on with it. So I feel like with Piccolo and Gohan's one, the way they just get it out of nowhere is really anticlimactic. Like, Super Saiyan 2 was being foreshadowed for a while, you know, and so was Super Saiyan 3 does come out of nowhere, but I mean, it looks cool and it looks different. So, you know, it gets a pass and it has drawbacks, so it's interesting. But I feel like the forms that pop out of nowhere and you don't know why, like, what is Gohan Beast? Like, what is it? Do you know what I mean? Does it have, is it a Saiyan heritage thing? Like, what is it? You know, that really frustrates me. In newer Dragon Ball stuff, I do think the manga handles it way better. And if you haven't read the Dragon Ball Super manga, particularly the Granola Moro arcs, Moro, I would highly recommend giving it a go.
You can be on good terms with these weaklings.
Listen, this is my home and these are my friends, so it doesn't matter what you say I am. And you don't act
Say
like
I
any
am.
brother I wanna have. My name is Goku, and I live here. Now leave us alone.
Yeah, just go.
Even if you are brothers, he doesn't have to destroy peaceful planets like you do.
Goku even saved this
Roshi's
planet
a bit
once,
weak.
mister, so go away.
Krillin and Roshi aren't the strongest so far. I feel like Krillin will get better.
Left alone. Well, it's a pity, but I
But
can't
Bulma,
allow that.
Piccolo,
Our home planet
Raditz.
Vegeta met with an unfortunate accident. 3
All
years
decent.
ago, a huge comet smashed into it and caused it to explode, wiping out everyone. The entire Saiyan race was destroyed.
Comet called Frieza.
Only 4 of us were gone when it happened. You're one of the 4, Kakarot. You see, you're very valuable to us, and as a matter of fact, we could use your help right now, little brother. We found a choice planet that will bring a premium rate, but the job requires a little extra manpower. That's where you come in. Well now, what do you think? Are you excited? You should be. I've come to take you back.
Dude, I
to the
fucking love the
fold.
art. I mean, I know some of it, like,
Enough!
Dragon Ball is notorious, and I
You
think
don't have
Super
to
gets
worry
too
about
much
that.
hate for
The
that.
answer is
Because Dragon Ball
no.
has some terrible off-model art. And some stiff animation episodes as well.
Tail.
But I think Super
Now
suffers a little bit
there's
more
a
from it being
true
blander
Saiyan.
or something.
All right.
You know, like where all the backgrounds
I'll take
feel
the boy
digital, which maybe they are.
No, you won't.
We'll see.
Like, at least even when
I
Dragon
see
Ball
the
looks bad, it
fire in you,
feels
brother.
hand-drawnly
You should
authentic.
Come with us. It is in your blood. You love to
I love
fight.
the cross-hatching as well.
Get him, Dad.
I'm right here with you, Goku.
Just stay close to Gohan.
Watch him, Goku.
So good. I mean, it's a very plot device heavy episode, you know, very explanatory, but like it suck you in straight away.
Hey, you bully!
Kakarot, listen carefully. I'm taking your kid with me while you think things over. It's high time the boy knew his uncle. Listen carefully, Kakarot. If you want to see your kid again, you're going to have to do exactly as I say. Understand? Well, good. I have a little exercise for you. Now then, eliminate 100.
He's like, keep your eye on the birdie. Just fucking destroys Gohan.
Hey, you! Look! Stop your jabbering. Goku isn't capable of...
Hush, old man. Kakarot is a Saiyan. You'd be surprised at what he's capable of doing. It makes no difference. All of the people on this planet will be eliminated soon. We have a buyer for the planet, and it is worth a great deal.
Did they say that in the Funimation dub? I'm also starting to think now, like, what dialogue is different? Because, like, what was the reason Raditz came? I thought in the Funimation dub his reason for coming was they needed another Saiyan. They wanted more Saiyans so they could take over more planets. So they were like, oh, I'll go grab Goku. And that was, like, with Vegeta and Nappa. But in this, it's interesting. Is he saying that there's, like, a buyer already for this planet? So, like, you know, we need to take it over kind of thing? Is that different? Because I'm a bit, like, hazy. It's been a while since... Like, I would have rewatched so much Dragon Ball in different scenes and different videos and stuff, but... To just watch the opening story arc again from the Funimation to the Ocean dub, it would be interesting. I'm interested to know. If you know, let me know.
Our cleanup crew is very efficient. Now hear me, Kakarot. If you want to see your kid alive again, eliminate 100 of the species by tomorrow.
Also, I like that threat.
Please,
It's
leave
interesting.
Gohan out of this.
But I don't think that was in
Wish
the
I
original
could,
either.
Kakarot. But then, I'd have no guarantee that you'll take care of this little job I've given you.
Please, don't go.
Chi-Chi is
Look
going
how
to
pathetic
absolutely
you've
lose her
become.
shit.
Please, brother, have some pride.
Hasn't everyone had a scenario though where it's like, well, my drunk uncle has taken me away for a day out. Oh my god. And your dad's going, oh, he's just with his uncle, he's fine. It's like, meanwhile, like, absolutely fucking off. Maybe that's an Irish thing. Oh, you're drunkle.
Try and enjoy it. Stop!
And so is that elevation sound in the OG. It was worth it!
Gohan!
Oh, Goku!
Are you all right?
I'm sorry.
See, at least he's as well here. He's like, he's upset about this.
Interested in.
That guy's a beast. He's
You guys are based.
Noticed that.
Me too.
I've got it.
huh?
His tail. That's his weakness. Remember how I was when...
Yeah, but you didn't have a
when someone
glowy tail,
grabbed
did
my
you?
Tail?
And how do I always
hurt.
wondered as
I
well?
couldn't even move.
How do they train their
Yes,
tail
good thinking.
to
But
not?
that
Is it kind of
guy's
like a ball
strong.
busting
Do you think
scenario?
he'd
It's
be able
just
to grab
like
that
you
tail
just
of
train
his,
by getting like
Goku?
walloped in the
I don't
bollocks.
think
You just
so.
fucking keep
Not
squeezing
by
your tail.
myself, anyway.
Huh? I wonder who could...
Don't worry. Krillin and I are ready.
Uh-huh.
We'll put that space pirate out of business.
Also, like
There's 3 of us.
Roshi
I guess
hypothetically
it's
should be able
possible.
to because he was in the tournament arc
Not
in Super and did
likely.
great, and he hasn't trained a day.
Wait a second. If anything should
What is the
happen to me,
Mafu
push me
bar or
back with
something?
the
Just
Dragon
suck him into
Balls.
You
something.
can count on me. I'll do it.
Wait, you guys. It's no use.
Huh?
Krillin, you've already been restored to life once with the Dragon Balls. So has Master Roshi. So that's it. In this case, it's for keeps. The dragon will not grant the same wish
I
more
think-
than once.
This I must look up his voice
know.
actor as well. But I
It's
think this
risky.
Goku has an easier,
Wow.
like normal cadence. He's not like, "Hey, I'm Goku," you know, that kind of.
You guys should just stay here.
Haha, nonsense.
Yeah, you can count on us. You know, I'd be history by now if it wasn't for you.
I hate this.
I know. How does this sound, you guys? We get the Dragon Balls and we ask the dragon to save the Earth. What do you think?
My ears might be that great, but I think Bulma
Yeah,
sounds
why
kind of
not?
similar to the
Krillin, we
Bulma
can't gather all
that's
those
in the
balls a
Funimation.
day.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Well, I say we go right
Also,
now and attack him head on.
Do you think this dub
That's the one thing he'd never
was a
expect.
like
It might give us
was
an
the
edge, and we
palette
need
of how
everything we can
Funimation did
get.
theirs?
But how
Like,
are
did
we gonna
Funimation come
find
after,
him?
I don't
or did they
know.
were they dubbed
Haven't
around the same
figured that
time?
part out yet.
Because like Roshi has the
Gohan
Roshi
had a
voice,
Dragon
Krillin
Ball
kind of
in
has
his
the
hat, remember?
goofy-ish voice.
Them there.
Like they are
Right.
similar, do you know?
Thanks, Bulma.
Sure. Don't mention it.
Look, it
It
stopped.
stopped. Well, at least they're not in outer space somewhere.
All right then. I say we go for it.
Yeah, you never know. We might just beat that guy. I'm in. Let's go.
Well, whatever happens, you two should know that you're the best pupils I ever had.
That's the worst thing ever to
All
be
right,
said.
then.
It's like
Ready?
whatever happens when you die, just know I loved you. It's like,
You're too weak.
oh, Piccolo, baby.
Oh, great. What else could go wrong today?
I suppose you could get me angry.
Why are you here? This is my island.
Thanks to uninvited guests.
Get to
This
the
is
point,
our
Piccolo.
territory.
I don't have time to deal with you right now.
Well, it might be wise if you made
Also, did
some
Roshi
time.
buy that
You
island?
three can't beat this guy. I've seen his power.
Win or lose, we must try to stop him.
You're all being foolish. There's only one chance you'll beat him, and that's if I go with you.
Piccolo has more of a
I
demon
know we're
voice.
enemies, but listen. I want that guy out of the way because I have my own plans to conquer the world, and you want him out of the way so you can get your kid back. So I think.
So
it's
yeah, so
best
in
if
this,
we team
Piccolo's
up.
voice actor isn't the same as Vegeta's like it is in the
Agreed.
Funimation either, like Chris
Hold
Sabat
on.
does.
How do I know you're not going to turn on me?
Don't worry, Goku. There's plenty of time to deal with you.
Again, like
But
good
after
character
our work
interaction
is
where Goku's
completed.
questioning, at least, rather than be
I
like,
get you, Piccolo.
sure.
I don't see why you want to control the world. It's wrong, and you're wrong if you think you can defeat
and
me.
it is bad. I will call
But
it
in this case, you're
Badong.
right. Let's team up.
All right then. let's consider it done. If you can stand to work with me, then I can bear working with you. But remember, after this is done, our alliance is terminated.
Unbelievable.
Bulma, we need
This is
to
like a
borrow
wrestling
your dragon
setup.
radar.
Right, Goku.
Hey, Piccolo! Do you think you can keep up with the flying Nimbus?
Are you kidding? I would be embarrassed if you could keep up with me on that toy.
Be careful, Goku.
Motif of the intro. I think that's what it is, motif, right?
Wow! Those two are almost in orbit now. What a team! Well, they are definitely the most powerful pair on Earth.
It's really
Who
creepy if you
knows?
think that the
They might
reflections in
even beat
Roshi's
him.
glasses are his pupils.
Do you guys really think we can trust Piccolo?
It's really scary all of a sudden.
Oh, stop your jabbering. We're gonna miss the big show. Let's
I
get
can't
going.
unsee it now. This is like a long
Turning
episode.
into a clean freak.
Was it like heavily edited?
I wish those two would get back soon.
Like, I feel like most
Gohan.
episodes were what? She says,
He
Gohan.
studied so hard
We're
to
like
learn his math.
19 minutes on Toonami at best, 18
Maybe he
with
should
the
be a
ads.
scientist.
Still going.
That bully. I hate him. Big jerk.
Oh no! Oh, just getting flashbacks.
Big deal. My dad could live that too, you know.
I also think I'm in the minority that likes that Gohan doesn't like fighting and that like he wants to become a scholar but gets put in situations. Like I prefer. I know everyone's annoyed that he like became weaker. Obviously not now, but like that made him interesting to me. And if we had more fights with more scaling where there was some weaker enemies for him to handle at the same time, I think that would be nice too.
Fool, be strong. You are one of the brave Saiyans too.
In fact, these days Goku and Vegeta are so far off on other areas in the universe. It would be nice that if Gohan mantled Earth, while Goku and Vegeta mantled other places, so they didn't need to have the, you know, even if there was a big power gap between them, it still would have made fights interesting. Do you know what I mean? And I think that, that's what I liked about the superhero movie, whatever the fuck it's called, because it focused on Piccolo and Pan, and Piccolo and Pan's interactions were great, but I just hated the transformation stuff.
It's within 50 meters of here. But where? What? Huh? Kakarot's kid? Impossible. But that's what my scout is indicating.
Also, the
There's no way
foreshadowing
a
of
bullet can have
Gohan
such a
having
high
like the
power
rage power is amazing. Up to where it climaxes in the Cell arc, and then it was just like abused in the new movie.
Bit of a scare.
We're close.
You get it like
Soon, so we
for
can sneak
episode
up on him.
1.
It's
Like I
no
forgot how
use.
much is being set
What
up.
do you mean?
He has some sort of device which lets him know our location and our power levels.
What? You mean he knows we're on the way?
Right, exactly.
Right.
All right then. We have no other choice now but to attack him head on.
I'm shocked this is still going. Was there like a lot cut out when we watched it on TV?
This thing's still going haywire. And I didn't even bring the manual. Still 710. Piece of junk. Huh? What? A power level of 650? No. There's two. One's 320.
Maybe I'm just
the
used to
other's
watching the abridged.
330. Kakarot has a power level of 330. But Kakarot wouldn't be coming here. He knows he can't beat me. And besides, he has no idea where I am. That's it. This thing is driving me crazy. I need to take it easy. What the? Kakarot is here!
Slay!
But if my scouter's not broken... Impossible. How can a child have a power level of 710?
I didn't realize there was so much music motif for that as well, for the intro. That's the third, well, the second one, third, including the intro.
Well, you're a little more resourceful than
Am I
thought.
gone on to the next episode?
And more foolish as
Is this
well.
just one
We'll see about
uncut
that.
DVD?
Fair enough. So, tell me, Kakarot.
Because I've been recording for like, I mean, I had a little intro, but I'm recording for 40 minutes.
I'm here to get my son back. Where is he?
That's my daddy!
Strongly recommend that you join us, Kakarot.
I don't care what you recommend. The answer is no.
You should listen to your big brother.
I would if I had one, but I don't.
Definitely feel like Raditz not appearing anywhere else again with the amount of characters that come
Have
back.
it your way, Kakarot.
Would have been, like,
I
interesting.
didn't come here to make trouble, but you give me
He's
no
such a good
choice.
starting plot device, but...
Too bad,
Well,
little
maybe it's a great
brother.
thing.
I
Maybe
think
as the
you
series went on, they
found life
relied too
Saiyan
much on reviving characters.
invigorating.
Like Frieza, I really am done with.
All right.
Do you know what I
stop
mean?
your mumbling. I've heard enough of this trash.
And I think I'm also in the minority that I found Cell to be a more interesting
Piccolo.
character than
I
Frieza
didn't know
in
that
general.
you trained with weighted clothing.
Yeah, you're not.
Even though I know they're kind of similar, but I liked his kind of more calm demeanor. He has like... He's kind of sadistic but calm, overconfident. Frieza kind of freaks out all the time, and I find the more nuanced character more interesting. Also, the introduction to Cell of him sucking people up was horrifying.
Here's 50, and another 50. And 2 little fivers.
That ought to
Two
do
little
it,
fibers.
Piccolo, unless you can think of something else.
What am I, your tailor?
Do you two really think that you're stronger now? What? Dopes! Who do you think I am? Do you really think a few weights are going to affect the outcome of this fight?
You're bluffing. I'm twice as fast now.
You don't know what fast is, little brother. But you'll see. It's time for your lesson. Now pay attention. I can
God
only
is for.
show
He's got
you
like a
once,
7
then
head.
It's over.
That's very cool.
All right, ready or not, here I come!
I'm convinced I'm on episode
Tell
2.
me one thing, gentlemen.
I'm so confused.
Which one of you will
Is this
scream
just...
for
Did this
mercy
DVD
first?
just go on? Forever? I feel like it ended when they went on the Nimbus, no?
You'll just waste your energy again.
Right.
What's going on?
Tried this once before, and it didn't have any effect. I'll think of something.
I'm waiting for like the outro, you know, where he says, "His Z fighters are absolutely fucked."
That's gonna be
Find
your
out next
downfall.
time on,
Worry,
you know,
I'd be
the
more
show that never
cautious
ends.
If you weren't such a wimp, little brother.
Some brother. I don't think your mom gave
It's very
you
well
a
like
spanking
caught if it
as a
is.
kid.
Yeah, the creep. You'd think he'd want to make up for lost time. He never even took me out to a ball game.
You're right, I owe you, but I'll make
Do you think they
up
have
for it
ball
by teaching
games
you
in
how to
Planet
fight
Vegeta?
the hard way.
I'm ready for you. But first, tell me where you hid my son.
I haven't hidden him anywhere. I shut him up in my pod because he was noisy. He's in that crater right behind you.
Again, the music is like super interesting.
Gohan.
Daddy, help! Help, Daddy! Please!
Be strong, Gohan. I'll be down to help you in a minute. Hold on.
You'll be down all right, but you won't be helping anybody. Unless you've changed your mind about joining us, that is.
You don't have to worry about that. Now, let's get going.
Okay, let me see here now. We might pause before this fight if it keeps going, because I'm definitely confused if this DVD set is just one long take. Just a continuous run. Surely this is where the part where it would stop. I was planning on doing like, you know, I don't know, I was going to do like a 25-minute recording, maybe edit it down shorter, but it's still fucking going. Goku got a haircut for sure there. All right, let's leave it there. I'm going to pause it there. We will continue on next time. Thank you if anyone popped into this and watched it for a reaction of the Ocean dub. I really feel like I love the music. Like, it's very nostalgic to me. I feel like the voices as well, for the most part, are done very well. And I think the voice acting was solid as well. Like, I would have to rewatch, obviously, the first episode of the Funimation dub to feel the comparison. But I'd be very curious to know what you think, whether you felt that was, like, decent or not. Because I actually really, really liked it. I thought that was really well done. Roshi and Krillin kind of feel like a little bit weak, but other than that, I thought everyone else was perfect. Thank you for joining. My name's Keith. This has been Steamy Streamers reacting to the Ocean dub of Dragon Ball Z. You can catch me on twitch.tv, steamy_streamers. We're playing all sorts of variety of retro trash goodness. Thank you for popping on in, and until next time, slay to the goddamn hay. Bye!